Last time I talked about the spectrogram of 88 notes of a piano, and that's what you see on the screen here again. This time I'm going to talk about the spectrum analyzer view of that same recording, and it shows the relative strength of the partials in each note. Just this one, this note looks like it's a B3 at 247 hertz. Then the second partial will be twice the fundamental frequency, 494. And then the next partial, 3 times the fundamental, 742, and on up until the partials die out. What we'll see is that in the bass notes, you have a lot of partials, like 20 or 30 or 40, probably, that really contribute to the sound of the note. And here in the middle of the keyboard, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or so. And these are too quiet to really hear much of. And then at the top of the keyboard, we're hearing just fundamental and maybe one partial. And that's down pretty far. So what you're basically hearing is just the fundamental frequency in the highest notes. So I thought it would be interesting just to watch how this graph changes as we play the entire recording of 88 notes. And something I wanted to point out here is you see the fundamental frequency here, 87 hertz. And these lowest notes before this, there is no fundamental, because 88.39, 87.39, if you go back down to the first note, the fundamental should be 27.5 hertz, but you don't even see that here at all for the lowest note, the lowest A. And that's because the soundboard can't vibrate at such a low frequency. So all you get for these lowest notes is the overtones. And you can see in the lowest note there's a lot of them. But around, I guess around here maybe, this A1, A sharp 1 is where you start to see the fundamental frequency show up. And in bigger pianos, you'll get probably the fundamental frequency to show up sooner. But let's just start again and notice when the fundamental actually starts to make its appearance. Okay, you noticed the partials got fewer and fewer as you got to the higher notes, as I said before. And one other thing I wanted to mention is in the spectrogram you can see how some of these notes, they don't stop. Here's the fundamental frequency and it lasts on through the next notes. And that is because of the dampers. This is a picture of my piano, and you can see these dampers that come down to stop the string from vibrating after you lift your finger off of the key. But above a certain note, I don't know exactly which note it is, but about almost the top 2 octaves don't have any dampers. So when you play the note, it just vibrates as long as it wants to vibrate. And that's why you saw here they just continued on. The highest notes don't vibrate for very long anyway, so they're not gonna bleed over to the next note. But right where the dampers stop, these notes still vibrate for long enough that they are overlapping these next notes. And I just wanted to mention a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about in these videos I learned from this excellent book, Physics of the Piano by Nicholas Giordano. Highly recommended. So that's it for this time. Thanks for watching.